How are we doing this? You asking questions or?
Still breathing deeply in and out through your nose, relaxing your jaw.
You gotta clear up the price line. Sheesh.
You have enough for everybody, okay? And then stay within your budget. All right.
We just have to wait for them.
Grace just said she is on her way home from the dentist.
Is she gonna make it?
I don't know. Okay, so just send me an email when you try to get on there, and then we will get you the new password. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, everybody say bye, Brandon. Have a good day.
See you tomorrow, Mr. Joel.
Good day.
We have some learners that have chosen to go full remote during this COVID situation. So we are really trying our best to keep their learning going and progressing and individualizing things for them. So each week we deliver our students. We have a delivery system. So each week we are dropping things off to their home and picking them back up so that they can have full participation. Their teachers are providing them with a weekly schedule. They're providing with a daily schedule of activities. There are YouTube videos that they are expected to watch and participate in. Their learning center tasks are all in here. They've provided all of the materials that they need for the learning centers. They're even continuing their cooking with remote cooking with Karen on Wednesdays. And so we are delivering the materials that they need. They happen to be making mashed potatoes this week, and I think for next week they'll be making Rice Krispie treats for one. So we are delivering the materials just to make sure every student has access to what they need. And then we go pick up the materials the following week in addition to participating in the Zoom lessons and especially design instruction with teachers and speech language pathologists. So we're really trying to hit all areas for all of our students, even our remote learners.
Hey Ravish, you have to count the marshmallows out because I gave you too many. You can't just add everything in. You have to follow the directions.
You follow the directions?
Are we ready? Is everybody ready to cook now?
Ready.
All right. So these are the things you're going to need on your recipe, remember? Do you have your recipe in front of you? So we're going to count out 18. 1, 2. So now we're going to add the butter. Do you see those small lines at the top? Jess, remember?
So sometimes our teachers took us to like Walmart and like Kroger's to pick out like some groceries and stuff. And so every time we would go there, they would be like, make sure you guys use communication. Like if you don't know where something is, make sure you're asking and communicating with somebody.
Hold on down. It's like a spray whipped cream. Oh, looky here. Looky here. Okay.
Do they have just one, or is there like a whole bunch?
Oh
my gosh! Now we need to price them, right? All right, let's look at something. Okay.
So Ready Whip, a big one, is $4.79. The Kroger brand, that same stuff, is $3.49. On those tippy toes and get what? Not that one. Not that one. Like the Kroger one. Come on, tippy toes. All right. I brought the right people. Oh.
I think one of the things that I liked as well about Pathways was they partnered with local businesses in the area to help put her to work and volunteer. So, we had focused on 3 different areas that she was interested in: child care, elderly care, or working with animals. And so we kind of focused what she was really good at and what she kind of wanted to do, which was working with kids. And then they partnered with local businesses in the area to help her get a job and get her established doing what she loved. So I liked that. I really did.
I liked it too. It was fun. I worked at Montgomery Nursery, Primrose, and
Well, the Y.
and the YMCA too.
Mm-hmm. And then COVID hit, so. Yeah. So I think it was good. It gave her that experience and that confidence, to be able to go out and get her first job. So.
I worked at the counter serves, cleaning bus tables, and when people were leaving, cleaning bus tables, plates, food, do dishwasher.
What do you do on Mondays? Yeah. What do you do on Mondays? What do you do on Mondays? You go to work.
He's
Okay, so what do you need to do? You tell someone you're leaving. Who are you gonna tell? For, open house. Who you wanna tell that you're leaving the classroom? Who you need to tell? Okay, go tell them. What do you do? See ya. Okay.
How was that experience for the two of you of him being able to get to work?
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, and it's nice and convenient. And he was ready to go back to work, and it was a great place for him to work. It just they're wonderful there, and they look out for him. And it's just he works Monday through Friday, just 2 hours every day, and it's really good. They're wonderful with him, and he really likes it. He knew the job before the whole COVID hit.
He started there when he
well,
was at school.
Yeah, when he was at Pathways, he started, and then the COVID hit, so we weren't working there for a few months, and then they wanted him back. Every time we would go through the drive-through to pick something up, they're like, "We want him on our team," and they were ready. And then we did have the job coach, but after a week or so, they were like, "He knows that he doesn't need us," so they just come once a week and check on him. So.
Obviously, in the school system, it's all about academics. Your science, your math, your language arts. And then coming here, it was all about learning her about independence and her living skills, learning how to manage money and use money, her work skills, how to cook, all those things that she was going to need to live independently on her own.
Tell me, can you put your finger on the address of this Kroger? Show me the address on the real receipt, Katie. Let's check out the real one. So we already did it on the fake one. Let's look at the real one. Where's the address? Yep, right there. It's on Lebanon Road, right? Can you show me the phone number?
So we got that ready for it, right? And when we're ready for it,
Good.
put it on the bowl.
Where is the date? This is a trick question because the date on here is very different than the date on that we practiced before. Find the date. You have to look all. Ooh, Katie found it. Good job, Katie.
Yes.
Katie, what's your date?
10/15/20.
Good job. Aaron, do you see the date down there? There you go. What's your date, Aaron?
Another thing that's really good is when we go out to eat and he gets his own bill, he gets his phone out and he figures out the tips, figures out what he
Learned
owes.
that here.
Yeah, he learned that here. That was really good.
Aaron, how much did you pay for the rice? Find the cost of the rice. Katie, find the cost of some fries. How much did we pay for fries? When you find it, put your finger on it.
There's no fries.
Look carefully. Where's the list of the food that we bought? Go down, down, down so you see the fries.
I think for me, and probably Mackenzie, it was a lot of one-on-one here. They worked with her. It's such a small group here that they were able to take the time to work with her one-on-one versus being in a huge classroom and her not really having that person to really focus on her and give her the attention she needed.
Okay, what do we need to do with it? Let's look at our directions. Go behind number 2. Behind number 2, behind number 2. So let's close it and open it back up. Behind number 2. Okay, go behind number 2 on the tab. Okay. Let's turn the page. Keep turning till you find the chili. That's the things you needed. All right, there we go. There's the chili. And what are we going to press? Press the arrows. What are we pressing the arrows to? See the arrow? Okay. Press the arrow up to 400. Oh. Is that 400? Okay. Then we have to let it heat up. Okay? All right.
Would you want to come back and sit at your desk and you have paperwork? Would you want to cook in here? Would you want to go on a community outing?
I'm cook.
You would want to cook.
Yeah,
And what would
cook,
you
huh?
cook?
My favorite skyline.
Skyline.
What did you want to make the other day at the house? Remember you pulled out your green binder and you wanted to make something out of there?
Oh, that's it. I don't know. Chicken quesadilla.
Chicken quesadilla. You wanted to make that. You loved that, didn't you?
What was it called? The dance that they had. Is it Ken Anderson?
Oh, Tim Tebow.
The
Night to Shine.
The Tim Tebow Night to Shine. I went to that and it was just, I mean, it warmed my heart and it brought tears to my eyes. You know, seeing all these kids there and dressed up. Yeah, that was a night to remember.
What do you remember from that?
I remember from that night was just being able to meet everybody that was there, people that I'd never met before, and getting to build conversations with them and getting to build that personality stuff with them. And just, you know, hanging out with my friends was the big one for me.
What did your graduation look like last year from Pathways?
My graduation.
You remember it?
I don't know.
You remember that? Well, let's talk about, remember that rainy day when we took you out to the end of our driveway? We had the big canopy out and it was pouring down rain.
Yeah.
And,
What happened?
And you thought it was this parade of people were coming for your birthday?
Yeah.
Do you remember? And all these cars came down our street.
We're beeping their horn.
Horns at you.
Oh, yeah. That's her name again?
Mrs. Lawrence.
Lawrence. I'm sorry.
It's getting old here.
I'm sorry. Mrs. Sander, Mrs. Webb, Mrs. Leland, Mrs. Larkin.
Mrs. Barnes. There was a
Mrs.
lot of
Barnes.
people that came
Oh,
down.
yeah.
Sandy.
Yeah, Sigley came.
What'd they do?
Hi.
Did they come down our street and do a big parade?
Yeah.
Had a parade
And you didn't
in
know
their
anything
cars.
about it. You were so excited, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got all your, you got a bunch of presents and balloons, and then I think you got like your lanyard back, and I think you got a work packet too that day. I think so, yeah. But when we came back to our house that day, after the parade, I mean, it was pouring down rain, you know, and he started reading all the cards and opening his presents, and he started crying. He's like, oh, I just miss all my friends. I miss my dad.
I miss my friend.
I know you missed your friends. I know. You love all your friends, don't you, here?
I believe this program's unique because of the community component that we have here going into the community, and also the fact that the students work in either one-on-one job with a job coach or one-on-two with a job coach when they're working in the community.
Just maybe, are there any differences you see at home, like in levels of independence or things that are just happening more naturally than what they had done before, maybe?
Absolutely. I see a huge difference in Mackenzie now. Just her growth over the last year, her independence. She's able to stay home and cook by herself now with confidence. Like we mentioned, she's able to use transportation such as Uber. Yeah, absolutely. A huge growth. And in her communication skills with people. Like sometimes I sit back and think, wow, she's really able to communicate a lot differently than she did last year. So yeah, I see a huge growth in her, and I've mentioned that to several of my friends and family.
I mean, he learned a lot of life skills here, preparing him for work and home and taking care of himself. He's learned a lot when he was in school here.
I love my cook. My mom, I cook every morning cook.
And you do, you make your breakfast every morning.
And
So.
I have my house rules. And I have the checklist. Make my bed, really brush my teeth, and my hair fit.
Listen, show me how you can do it independently, all right?
Boy.
All right. Okay. Send me a text and let me know how you liked them.
Okay, I will.
All right? All right.
Okay.
Talk to you later. Bye, Grace. Thanks for joining us. All right. See you, everybody.
Let me see you.
Bye. See you in the morning.
Boy.
All right. Bye.